time flies when you're having fun. I've just been sitting here acting like it's not nearly 8:30, and I'll be darned, it's nearly 8:30, Freddie Brackett. Today is Wednesday, and yes, normally Charlene was here, but Charlene has this business, and she's like Elvis. She is TCB, taking care of business. She'll be back. She'll be back ASAP, according to him, right? When Charlene calls, you kind of give me that, uh-oh, you got to go to work tomorrow. You like being behind the camera and you like meeting people, but this is not. But you did a good job last Wednesday. You know, you got me pretty good.
Made you stutter.
Honey, he made me stutter, and he made me, in 625 shows, I have never been speechless, and I went, He really got me. So I watched the playback, and I said, Lucy and Ricky never did anything that good. It was pretty funny. So, but it'll be a good day today. We're going to talk about things we're going to do starting this week. I don't know if y'all have noticed it, but fall is in the air. And what was that on those buildings we saw this morning?
Frost.
Frost. Frost. Now, when frost comes this early, it means for you folks who thought you could leave your garden about another week, you're in trouble today. Temperature was 38 as we sat out at the red light at Walmart, but it was 39 in Jasper. So maybe that last okra in the garden didn't freeze, and maybe those last few tomatoes didn't freeze, but odds are they're gone. They're gone. It's out of here. It's a little bit early to be this cool, but I think it makes us want to get out now and go to the mountains. This weekend, thousands and thousands of people will come to these here hills to see, what are those things that grow on trees?
That right over there?
Apples. Apples.
Barrel of apples.
A barrel of apples. Apples, green apples, yellow apples, red apples, apples that you cook with, apples that you can with, apples that you just eat. And today we're going to make an apple sandwich. And you went, he did. This morning I said, have you ever had an apple sandwich? And he said, no, and don't want one either. It's just loaf bread, peanut butter, and an apple.
Well, I'm surprised you don't put mayonnaise on it.
Well, I think that would be good, except it would add a little fat content, and we're trying to make this good for you. Mama always made apple sandwiches. I don't know why. Maybe we couldn't afford anything else, but Mama loved them.
Is there anybody out there who can think of any way other than between two slices of bread to put fermented cheese, you know, that you buy at the store, you know, the tub?
Oh, he's going to tell on me. Okay, I'm making a dip Monday night, and I needed
I wouldn't
some
call
cheese.
it a dip.
He hated this stuff, and it was so good. But it was a Cajun type dip with rice and red beans and peppers and onions, and I needed some cheese to give it the right consistency. Well, I opened the refrigerator, and I don't have any cheese per se. I don't have mozzarella, I don't have Swiss, I don't have Parmesan, but I did have a brand new container of pimento cheese. So I had this great idea, and it was pretty good. He hated it. It was pretty good. But I made my dip, and it needed a cheese to make it creamy.
I'll use the word nicely. It was awful. It was awful.
Well, guess what's for supper tonight? The rest of it? No, I'm kidding.
For you, maybe. I'm not going to eat it.
But I did take pimento cheese, and what do I say? A recipe is only a beginning. You start with the things you like, and then you add to it. Well, as I was adding this big dollop of pimento cheese, and I was stirring it up so it was melting, he went, oh, gross, what is that? You
When
know
I seen you dipping a spoon in pimento cheese and then dolloping it in that,
you thought,
whatever it was, I was floored.
He said, that won't work. And I said, yes, it will. And I stirred it until the pimento cheese melted, and then it made it creamy. Did you taste it after I added the cheese?
The pimento cheese? Yes, I did.
You did, and you still didn't like it?
It was awful.
Well, so there's a recipe we won't give you, but we will give you an apple sandwich recipe today. Jennifer Futch is going to bring us 4 or 5 different kinds of apples. We're going to encourage the many thousands and thousands of you who will be coming to Apple Country this weekend to stop at any and all of our orchards. We have so many people in this community who make a living growing, picking, fertilizing, planting, watering. I started to say, do they hoe apple trees? They don't have to hoe an apple tree, but they do hoe the fields because their crops rotate year-round. There's so
I
many
ate
people.
my first Honey Crisp last night.
Yes, you did. Wasn't it awesome?
It was good.
Yes, and thank you, Miss Evelyn Blackstone. She found us.
And her husband's name's Bob, by the way,
Bob,
in case
that's
you
Bob.
don't remember.
From last Wednesday when I went, duh. Last night we had another good meal at the Yellow Jacket. Here you go, Yellow Jacket. And we had fun, but there was a little bit of a sad time because Shirley and Ron are going through some issues still. At the loss of their young son, they still every day fight what happened to them. And I know that they're having a tough time with it. Sometimes if you go into grief counseling and you bring this up all the time, then it's really, really hard on you. I suppressed things, which was not the good thing to do. I think I'd have been better off if I'd talked about things, because when you lose your mom and your husband within 8 weeks of each other, you pretty much flip out. And I suppressed things, and I wanted to be alone, and I wanted to be at the cemetery, and I wanted to be all this stuff, which is just goofy. So sometimes I think you need to talk things out, and I think that is hard, but I think it's also, I think it works. You know, finally, I think it finally works. Did for me, but it took a 9-year-old little boy, and I got to show y'all this, because I told Ron and Shirley, Nicholas was not a big Santa Claus fan. And I told them, they said sometimes Brady would have to be coerced into going to see the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus. Well, I want you to look at that screaming young'un. He did not want to be anywhere near Santa Claus. But this little boy, who was 9 years old when his dad passed away, got me through the times that I couldn't get myself through. So, but when I found this a couple of days ago, I thought I got to show Ron and Shirley, because he was bellering. That's what you call bellering.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about on the other lap.
What?
On the other lap.
Oh, Victoria. Now,
Well,
now listen.
my goodness, there is a grandchild there we just totally forgot about.
We did not forget. We were going to say this is a gorgeous picture of Victoria.
It sure is. She's a little doll.
She is a little doll. You found a picture of her the other day, and you said, when is that? And I said, that was during Lawnmower Girl Day. This was the time that she was riding the lawnmower to school with her mom because her mom couldn't get the car out of the garage. Now, Victoria is now a senior in college and is in Kentucky. Now, I got to share this with y'all because at the auction, Angela said, I have Granny's sewing machine. Do you want to put it in the auction? And I said, absolutely not. This is when we lived at 2632 Memorial Drive, and we still have my mama's old sewing machine. And their mama she was 30 years old, and no, she was 26 years old. And she was actually wearing a dress she made, but there is her sewing machine. And even through the auction that pretty much gave my life away, we kept Mama's sewing machine. So there you go. There are some things that you cannot let go of. But Victoria is one of those kids, she's kind of like her mom. She kind of rolls with the punches, and whatever happens, happens. Now, she got her Beauty and the Beast backpack, and she crawled on the back of a lawnmower. Nicholas Martin would have died. He would have said, no, I'm just not going to school. You are not riding me on a lawnmower, because Nicholas is a little different than Tori. Tori's just a fly by the seat of your pants, doesn't care, get it done kind of girl. And I think that's what's made her successful today. She's made it through some really tough times in college. She has changed colleges, and she's now in Kentucky. But one day I predict you will pick up a magazine and it will say Victoria Taylor, photographer. What do you think?
She's got a lot of potential.
She's got a lot of potential. She is one good kid. There are so many people out there that we would love to share your stories. If you have a really smart, really successful kid, or a really unusual kid who has something they do that really stands out, even if they volunteer. I've thought about this a lot. Sometimes when Tori was little, she liked volunteering at nursing homes. She liked making goodie baskets for us to take to the nursing home. If you have a child, because as we approach the holidays, that's the time the Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts, everybody kind of goes to the nursing home and visits. I'd like to share the stories of what it means to do something for other people. And we've talked about that. The trip we're going to make next Tuesday is about a man who did something for somebody else. Coach Harold Jones befriended a young man who had many, many disabilities in the world's eye, but Coach Jones didn't see him for his disabilities. He just saw him as an awesome man with this incredible smile. And next week, we get to interview Radio and Coach Jones. Radio is now 64 years old.
Trivia.
Trivia, okay.
What's his name?
James. What's his last name? Don't know. What is his last name? I don't remember. Is it Anderson? No, James. What is his last name?
I don't know either. I remember James.
His first
Robert.
name was James Robert. I can't remember his last name. But Radio was his name.
Oh, yes, I do remember.
What is it?
I knew.
What is it?
Kennedy.
James Robert Kennedy. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. He is being taken care of as far as his insulin and his diabetic needs by his sister-in-law. And Coach Jones asked us to please ask our audience to pray for his sister-in-law. She was diagnosed with a very, very rare brain cancer. Now think about it. She is the caretaker for Radio, his younger brother, who is 2 years younger than him and has the same disability, and her husband, who is completely physically fine, mentally fine. Everything about him is fine, so it's a genetic problem that two of the siblings have. But this wonderful lady, and I believe her name is Linda Kennedy, she is the caretaker for these two gentlemen who are now 64 and 62 years old. And she has been their caretaker since their mom passed away. She was diagnosed a couple of months ago with a very rare brain cancer, and the whole community of Anderson, South Carolina is praying for her. And they ask that we please add her to the prayer list here and get things going. Hopefully, because it is a rare cancer, they are hoping that there's something they can do about this, because she does take care of both these guys, and you will get to meet him. They can't come here, but we are going to Anderson next Tuesday, and we will interview them. We will spend time with them. We will celebrate Radio's birthday with them. That's going to be fun. And Karen Deaton's daughter is going to go with us. She is excited to death. Now, that makes me happy that a child would watch the movie Radio and be touched by his life, because many children would go, just, forget it. But she was so touched by this man, and I can't wait to introduce her to Radio. I think it's going to be fun. If you have stories out there that are inspiring, please share them with us. And you can do that by going to sherry@etcmail.com. And this one answers the emails most of the time, because that keyboard in my fingers, why can't I type on a laptop? He's going to say, because I can't type.
Besides that, you've got plundering fingers.
Plundering.
Do y'all know what plundering fingers
are? Is plundering a word? Well, y'all look that up in the dictionary. Plundering. Plundering fingers. Okay.
9 times out of 10, or let me say 10 times out of 10, she gets in my car and them fingers just start. I can't stand that. See, now you know how I feel when you get in the car.
This morning I got in the car, the first thing I did was look for a tissue, and he said, you just came out of your house, why didn't you bring a tissue with you? And I said, because I wanted to plunder through your stuff.
And I cleaned out the car yesterday only for her to get in
Boy,
it
I'm
this
proud
morning
you finally
and
did it.
And throw it in the floor. I mean, I have to clean up
Y'all,
again.
we're going to take a break so I can choke him out. I got to say a thank you to Mama Loretta. She had this made for me, and it's out of flowers from Aunt Betty's grave. These must have been pink roses, because you can, see the pink color. But this is such a neat gift idea, and it's something you can treasure forever. And it is the flowers from Betty's Flowers at her grave. Made by Linda. What's Linda's last name? Gosh, wish I could remember, but I'll get that for you. But anyway, if you have flowers you've saved from a loved one's grave.
Her maiden name's Duncan.
Yeah, it is.
And then it was
but
Robin.
We don't know what it is.
And I don't know what it is now.
We don't, but we'll find out. But anyway, I love that. And I love the idea that you can save things. Instead of putting the flowers up and letting them just get all dusty and turn hard and crunchy and whatever, she actually dries these, and then she ships these all over the world. So I think that's pretty cool. Thank you, Mama Loretta. I love that. Love it. Today we are going to talk apples. We are going to make apple sandwiches. We're going to entice you to do apple recipes and to share your apple recipes with us. I saw a recipe yesterday for I like blue cheese and I like apples, but I haven't tried this recipe yet. And I'm not sure how it's going to taste. Love the taste of blue cheese. Love the taste of apples. You put them together and I'm just not sure. But it's apple, blue cheese, Waldorf salad. Well, Waldorf salad to me has a sweet taste. But this recipe must have a tangy taste because it has blue cheese on it. Do you think you'll like that?
I don't know.
He didn't like that dip I made, y'all, and he made it plumb clear he didn't like that dip. He went, yuck.
Well, I don't think people should eat things they don't like.
So that mean you're not going to eat one of these apple sandwiches?
No.
Well, I am. It's going to be about 5 different kinds of apples that R&A Orchard grows, and Jennifer's going to bring them to us. And I couldn't think of another quick recipe I could do sitting right here at this table.
I have ate peanut butter on bananas, and I like that, or
Okay.
used to. I don't know if I will.
Well, all
today.
you do is take the loaf bread and put your peanut butter on it, so you've got your protein going on, you've got a little bit of grain going on, and then we're going to slice the apples thin, and you make a peanut butter and apple sandwich. Well, I think it sounds great, and Mama made it for us all the time, purely because we didn't have anything else, I reckon. I don't know. Or maybe she just was lazy because it's real easy, so that may have something to do with it. But I think we're going to enjoy this, and I think
So you
I'll
got
get
your
you to
cooking
taste it.
techniques from your mom?
Yeah, and I got everything you need to make this sandwich is right here. See, we got your loaf bread going on.
You bust that jar of
We
peanut
got
butter.
yeah, we got your peanut butter going on. We got your napkins. I brought the good china. See, we got the good china. Guess what I brought to put on it? Honey Buzz, because I thought that will add a little taste to them apples. And then, you gonna peel the apple for me? Did y'all hear that? Huh. Well, we've got a trivia question today, and it's kind of unfair because my Facebook buddies knew ahead of time what the trivia question's going to be. If you can tell me, you're going to win 2 tickets to the fair, to the Georgia Mountain Fair. We will be there Friday interviewing John Conley. What do you think about John Conley?
I think he's great.
He
I've
is
never seen
great.
him. I've never seen him do a show before, but he's got some good songs.
He's got some great songs, but there's a trivia question on Facebook that kind of gave y'all an edge last night about 11 o'clock. If you can tell me, what is the first thing he did here on this program, the first time he was on here? It really was a gift for his mom, and I said I would love to have been in Ball Ground, Georgia when Mama was sitting there and you did what you did. Because she cried. Y'all knew she'd cry. Mamas do that. When you do something special, they cry. And he did something very special for his mom's birthday. I actually had something to do with it, and it was down at my house. So there's your hint. If you can call us at 866-939-2329, you will win 2 tickets to the Georgia Mountain Fair. You'll just pick them up there at the gate. Hilda will have them there with your name on it, and you just walk right in. So there you go. That is a full day's entertainment, free, including John Conley, Janie Fricky, Crystal Gale, so many people that are going to be there. He absolutely did. He sang to his mama, and he sang Take Me Home Country Roads and Ain't It Good to Be Back Home Again. Yeah, yeah. God, it's amazing I can remember that. Boy, is it amazing, because today I couldn't remember what I had for breakfast. But you're
She's
right. Who is
approaching
our
60.
winner? Okay. Morgan Kelly knew.
Good morning, Morgan.
Morgan Kelly knew that he did sing for his mama, and I knew that somewhere sitting in Ball Ground, Georgia, Mama would be squalling. So, and she was.
And Morgan,
Got tubes in her ears lately?
no, she's going to have tubes sometime this month, and it's a breeze. You won't have any problem. You'll be glad that you had them, and I hope you get to feeling better soon, because I know how you feel.
You know, I thought it was crazy when the doctor said we're going to put tubes in an adult's ears, and then I remembered I have heard of people doing that, and immediately it clears up the problem. So it was kind of funny. You looked at me like I was nuts when I said, you might need tubes, and he said, babies have tubes. But
it was immediate relief.
yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations, Morgan. You will have tickets, and you can go any day you want to. They will be sitting at the gate at the Georgia Mountain Fair. We're going to give away 4 tickets on Friday. Now, Friday is going to be a little bit different day, too. Angela.
Yeah, they can come up on Friday and
be with us, because we'll be there with John Conley. Angela won't be here Friday. Angela is waiting on some test results that kind of stressed her out a little bit, and we said the doctor wrote her a prescription 4 days at the beach. So Angela has gone 4 days at the beach. What you think? You think that'll help her?
I hope so.
I hope so. She's been awful down. She's very nervous about these test results. They did one of those where you do all the tests, and you know, you do the blood, the poking, the, you know, and she was really stressed about it.
I hope she goes down there and get plenty of rest and revive, and then when she gets back, she will be refreshed enough to where she will do what she loves doing, and that's, she loves Halloween. She likes decorating for Halloween.
She does.
My earpiece keeps popping out of my ear.
Well, it's because his tubes in his ears are pushing his earpiece out. I knew that would happen. No, those tubes are tiny, tiny. We're going to take a break right now, and we're going to go to our sponsors. Today, we're going to do some music. We're going to have some apples here. We're going to give you this great apple recipe, really easy. Peanut butter bread and apples, that's pretty simple. And I bet you you're going to like it.
Well, I don't think it'd be a good idea for me to try it on the set, because I may have to leave the set.
No, it's not. It is really good. We hope you will share apple recipes with other people. They are, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. One of the easiest things you can ever do is just, what did we do last night? Just slice that apple and ate it, and it was so good. It was a Honey Crisp. I have learned, though, if you find Honey Crisp, you better buy them when you find them and put them in your refrigerator, because they're only available about 2 weeks. They sell out quickly. They're one of the, I think they're a little bit pricier than most of the apples, but they are a little bit better than most of the apples. They are really, really good. And I've learned quickly, you can't find them all the time, but if you do find them, pick up a Honey Crisp apple and try it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Right now, let's go to our sponsors, and we're going to come back and we're going to share some music from the Primitive Quartet. You know, Hominy Valley, it's approaching that time. One more time this year, you go to Hominy Valley, you hang out with the Primitive Quartet, and you get to know something about these wonderful men. Now, it is a beautiful drive. You go up, what is the road you go up out of Bryson City? Is it 74? Mm-hmm. 74. You go 74 all the way to Hominy Valley, and it's about 2 miles off the main road. A wonderful trip. Yeah, past Waynesville, North Carolina. But I'm going to make a little suggestion. As you go through Waynesville, you exit where you see the big McDonald's sign, and you run in that Belk's. That is the world's best Belk's. They have everything. So a little pit stop, and just tell Honey to sit in the car while you run in, do a little bit of shopping, and then get back in the car and go to Hominy Valley. It is a great trip. We're going to take you to Kentucky with the Primitive Quartet when we come back in just a minute. Well, Rich didn't know it, but he's with us today. Ashley, can we get a close-up of this? Rich Scott had no idea he was going to be with us today. But this was Rich, as we did, singing in the mountains. Now, that is a big part of what Fannin County does and what ETC does. It is an amazing, amazing time that about 950 of y'all come up and show out. And it's a great time to meet Rich. He's always there. There you go. And I want to show you something. We're going to share a trip with you in just a little bit. Ron and Shirley Singleton went on a trip that, to me, the pictures are more beautiful than our Alaska pictures. That's saying a lot. So we're going to share some photos with them that they brought back. And guess who this is? This is that old mean Bill Senior and his wife Melissa. And this is part of the gang. And I want to say a big thank you to Joyce Goss, who always babies us, takes care of us, pets us, pampers us at the Yellow Jacket. There you go. She's standing in front. And if you get a chance, go by and get to know those nice people at the Yellow Jacket. Right now, we're going to go to a tribute. We are approaching a time of year in November. Veterans are honored. They should be honored every single day. But we have a veterans tribute that today, we're going to show this because on the way in today, Freddie looked over and said, is that the VA van? Well, you know, there are 2 or 3 veterans vans who take patients to, is it the VA hospital it's in Atlanta, but it's off Briarcliff. And is it Clarkston? Is that where it's located? Long way. But there's also a new VA facility. Has it opened yet? Do you know, up in Blairsville?
I haven't heard.
Well, I know Bob was talking about it, and I hope that it is opening soon because it will make the trip for the veterans so much closer. But without these vans, the trips would be harder, they would be more expensive, they would be sometimes impossible. So we want to salute the guys who drive these veterans vans. There are 2 or 3 of them out of Fannin County. And today, as we meet one going down the road, you think about that. These guys who served our country couldn't even get to the doctor in Atlanta without these vans. So we want to say a big thank you to y'all today. And right now, we're going to go to a tribute to the veterans, to each and every one of you.
We've forgotten who we are, and we're gonna lose our country if we don't fix what's wrong in America. Big shot CEOs have moved our jobs to other countries. Gas prices are killing us in America. But we still love our promised land, and we're gonna keep believing that we can do better in America. 'Cause we are Americans. When we're down, we must rise. We must come back to greatness, honor truth instead of lies. If we want to lead the world again, we've got to lead ourselves, and we've just got to do better in America. If life is for living, why not peace instead of war? A house out of order doesn't work right anymore. An eye for an eye just leaves everybody blind. We can do better in America and better for mankind. This is America. This is no time for apathy. It's time to face reality. Who's looking out for us in America? Our food isn't safe. Our money is being wasted. Shouldn't Americans come first in America? We've got people homeless in this place we call home. Nobody should go hungry in America. No one should be sick if we know how to make them well. We're better than that, and we can do better in America. 'Cause we are Americans. When we're down, we must rise. We must come back to greatness, honor truth instead of lies. If we want to lead the world again, we've got to lead ourselves. We need each other more than ever in America. This is America, land we call our own. The spirit of our people is what makes it feel like home. Let's all stand together, speak with one heart, one mind. We can do better in America and better for mankind. 'Cause we are Americans. When we're down, we must rise. We must all come to greatness, honor truth instead of lies. If we want to lead the world again, we've got to lead ourselves. We need each other more than ever in America. This is America, land we call our own. The spirit of our people is what makes it feel like home. Let's all stand together, speak with one heart, one mind. We can do better in America and better for mankind. Sam, I just got your telegram. And I can't believe that this is me, shaken like I am. For it said, I'm sorry to inform you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The apples are in the house. The apples are in the house. I've got the bread, I've got the knife, I've got the peanut butter, and I'm going to teach the boss of the Apple Festival the easiest, quickest recipe. Now, Scott, do you think you'll like an apple sandwich?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what an apple sandwich is.
Bread, peanut butter, and an apple. How simple could it be?
Oh, very simple. That sounds delicious. I love peanut butter and apples.
And it's got protein on it. It's got a little bit of calcium even in that. And then the bread has, you know, a few things you need going on, just a little bit. But that apple, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Or a whole bunch of growers with apples fills Gilmer County, doesn't it?
Exactly.
How many people do you think will visit the Apple Festival?
On the 2 weekends that we have the Apple Festival, giving good weather, because it is an outdoor show,
Right.
you're looking at anywhere from 40 to 50,000 people just at the Apple Festival. And that's not counting at all of the Apple houses all over the county, the car show, the parade, downtown, because we have a portion of the Apple Festival, you know, downtown as well.
Right. Now, how many people do you think came to the Apple Festival possibly 20 years ago and loved this area so much that they relocated here? Do you think that's happened quite often?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They've actually came up here, you know, put their feet on the ground, walked around, looked around, and just fell in love with the mountains, the area, the rivers. It's beautiful.
Now, the cost of the Apple Festival is pretty dirt cheap.
For
$5?
$5 for adults, and children 10 and under are free.
Okay. What will a child do at this event? I know what I will do. I would shop, 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 eat, 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 shop, eat, shop, eat. That's pretty much the routine.
A lot of people do come to eat.
Yeah. What would a child do?
There is actually a children's section. We have several children's sections. The main children's section has several bounce houses, huge slides, little children's games that they can play. And there's an actual caboose, a real live caboose where we have Bible stories for the children. There's a bungee jump that they can do. They can ride camels, ride ponies. So there's several things for
A
kids
live camel?
to do. Yes, a live camel.
You are kidding me.
No,
A live camel.
they'll be there.
Okay.
They'll be there.
All right. Now, it is an all-day event.
Correct.
Is there breakfast served there? Does somebody have really good biscuits and gravy?
The Ella Jane Lions Club sure does. They serve
Okay.
breakfast every morning, and the exhibitors that we have in the show really appreciate that, because you know how cool a fall morning can be in the North Georgia mountains, and they get to go there and get a cup of hot chocolate or a cup of coffee and some good biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, bacon.
Wow.
They do a wonderful job. So the exhibitors really appreciate the fact that they do serve the breakfast.
I make it a rule when I'm on this show, we don't talk breakfast because my gut starts growling when I start talking food.
He doesn't eat before we come on the set, and I eat at 7 a.m. as I take my pills. And he doesn't, and every time he's on, we talk food, and you
he's
can
hungry.
hear his stomach sitting here just churning. Now, the Lions Club, instrumental in making this happen.
It actually is co-sponsored by the Lions Club and the Gilmer County Chamber of Commerce. They are, and of course we could not do it because we actually need hundreds of volunteers
Right.
both weekends to make sure that the festival happens.
How many people have volunteered every single year? Do you think
mean
there
like
are
on
some
a
people
given
who've been there?
weekend?
No, do you think there are some people who still volunteer after 20 or 30 years of this?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We
And love it and look forward to it?
They do. They really enjoy it,
yeah.
and they do. It's really unique. And we the local Boy Scout troop, we couldn't. They assist us with our parking and parking cars, and it just would be a mess without them out there organizing that and taking care of that for us.
Now, vendors, talk about, I like quilting, I like pottery, I like dried flowers. What other things will be available for people to purchase?
There's a lot of seasonal items, such as the Halloween items, Christmas items. A lot of people come and do their Christmas shopping every year, and they come looking for specific vendors year after year after year, and we have a lot of repeat guests. There's a lot of unique birdhouses, woodworking items, hand-painted. We've got a glass blower coming this year, several items. We're trying to get some more artists in the festival as well, because those are just very unique items.
Do you have a blacksmith?
We used to.
Okay.
Not anymore. He retired. So,
Well,
and
shame on him.
I know it. It was neat because he did demonstrations, and that's always, we've got several of our exhibitors that demonstrate while they're there selling their products, and that just really draws a crowd.
Oh,
As well,
absolutely.
people love to, watch and.
Now, what's the cost to be a vendor if people are sitting at home and say, hey, I'm a great artist and I would like to share my works with the folks? What's the cost of doing that?
We have it 2 weekends in October, the second and third full weekends in October every year, and it's $200 per booth per weekend.
Okay.
So, and you can do, some of the exhibitors, most of them do both weekends. All of our food exhibitors that we have do both weekends. And, but we have about, I'd say approximately 75 to 80 new exhibitors for the second weekend of the show. So a lot of them just do one, and then they either go to, say, Prater's Mill or
Right.
Gold Rush over in Dahlonega or the Sorghum Festival up
Right.
north.
This is a time of year, every single weekend there's an event. There's somewhere you can go.
Oh, absolutely.
There's somewhere you can go within 2 hours of us. And
Right.
that's pretty awesome. You could do the Apple Festival in the morning, and then you could go up to Blairsville and do something else up there.
Exactly.
You could go to the Hiawassee, to the fair.
And a lot of people do that. They'll make the circuit because the Gold Rush only runs one weekend of our show, and Prater's Mill only runs one weekend of our show. So a lot of times what they'll do is they'll just come up and kind of make a loop,
Right.
hit Dalton, Ellijay, and then go up north towards Blairsville.
Now, what about, I asked you about accommodations and motel rooms. Are the people in our area smart enough to offer some deals to the folks who will come back? Are there motel rates, some deals going on, or do they pretty much hold their prices? Does anybody say this is an Apple Festival package we offer?
That is more along the lines, I think, of the cabins, the
Okay.
cabin rentals that we have. They do that as far as like a 1 night, 2 night, 3 night minimum
Right.
type thing, and then they can get a package deal for a family. The motels, I know everything stays booked solid those
yeah.
2 weekends.
Now, how many rooms are available here now? Do we have 3 motels in Ellijay?
Well, you've got the Ellijay downtown.
Right.
It used to be the Brendana Motel.
Right. Gosh, I forgot about the
Yeah.
name of that. Brenda, a long time ago.
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah.
The top of Ellijay,
Still in business?
still in business. You've got that one. Then you've got Stratford, and then the Best Western, which is
the newest
one up
yeah,
on top of the mountain off
And in
515.
Jasper, we also have the Microtel and the Woodbridge Inn. And now the Woodbridge Inn offers some package deals.
Right.
And so you could stop in Jasper and actually spend the night, maybe Friday night, and then be up here for the Apple Festival.
Right.
So the
And then
communities work together.
They do, and then Blue Ridge as well, because you've got several up there, motels up there that people stay and drive down in 10 to 15 minutes.
You've worked this a lot of years. When you know the Apple Festival is happening, what is your favorite food vendor to go to? Everybody has a favorite food vendor.
Well, this year we've got the Pink Pig coming back after being gone for
I'd
years
be
and years and
heading
years.
over
And
there.
I
I'd be heading
really
over
like
there.
the Pink Pig.
Yeah,
I love
I'd
their
be heading
Brunswick
over
stew. I love
Me
the garlic
too.
salad.
Me too.
I'm trying to convince Sam and Jacob to do ribs because I love barbecue.
Me
Anything
too.
barbecue.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
I would say anything barbecue is my favorite food vendor, and I'd say the second is the Hope Lutheran Church with bratwurst. Because I love bratwurst with good.
Now, is
good
there
mustard.
anybody there with apple cobbler? Will anybody have hot apple cobbler?
There's several exhibitors that do one of our favorites, and he actually has two booths. One at the front of the festival and one at the back of the festival. He does apple dumplings.
Oh, yeah.
With ice cream, and those are delicious.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
we have Michelle MacArthur that does caramel apples, that she makes a homemade caramel sauce and slices, cores, and slices with one of the apple machines that peels, slices, cores, and then she puts her caramel sauce over there, and it is delicious.
Oh, yeah.
I always have to get 2 or 3 of those every year.
Okay, the event starts on Saturday morning, is that right?
Correct. It's Saturdays from 9 to 6, and on Sundays from 9 to 5.
And $5 at the gate.
$5 for adults. Children, like I say, 10 and under are free.
Parking, $2?
It's a $2 donation to the Boy Scouts. Obviously, that's a wonderful cause.
And you couldn't do it without them.
Oh, absolutely not. They're great. They're wonderful.
Now, the parade is the next weekend.
It is. It's on Saturday at downtown. It starts on Sailors Drive, downtown LJ at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And
I think Rich Scott and I have made a commitment to do that. It'll be our first year to do the Apple Festival parade. What will we expect? Is it going to be crazy busy?
it will be. It's going to be a real big parade this year. The Shriners are coming back. And Kathy Robinson and the group downtown has just done a fabulous job organizing the parade for us, and people really enjoy it. And the parade, and I know a lot of local people, especially the people that live in Gilmer County and LJ, they're like, let's get out of town. The Apple Festival's coming, all the traffic, da-da-da. But that really is a good draw for, I think, our local folks, for something for them to enjoy. And then we've got, of course, Apple Arts on the Square that the Chamber of Commerce is organizing this year as well. So that's going to be a real good addition this year.
I think being downtown will be great because you know what else is downtown? Wolf Creek Canyon Barbecue. And you can smell it cooking.
Barbecue. Anything barbecue.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Now, have you ever been to the Apple Festival? No?
No.
Have you ever been? It is crowded, and that's the one thing you have to prepare people for.
You just gotta put your patience hat on.
Yeah.
I mean, the shuttles, once the lot fills up at the Lions Club Fairgrounds, which happens very quickly, and we, thank goodness, have the police departments from LJ East LJ and the Sheriff's Department and the Georgia State Patrol helping us to manage the traffic. Once those fill up, then we have satellite parking areas at all of our school parking lots. And then we have shuttle buses that run to and from those lots to drop people off and pick them up.
Well,
at the
I've
festival.
learned if you go later in the afternoon, I always found it wasn't so crowded. then.
Right.
You know, between 4 and 5 o'clock, 5 and 6 o'clock, and everything is still there and everything's still wide open.
Right,
So you're not going to
exactly.
miss anything.
No, you won't. And we have live entertainment all 4 days as well. Some great gospel groups, individual people singing, clogging, line dancing. A lot of our local organizations here are going to participate with us this year, dance groups. So that's always a fun time too.
Now, are any of the growers involved in the Apple Festival?
They actually are. We've got 3 growers. And of course, without those, couldn't have an apple festival.
Right.
And I'm always trying to talk some more, 1 or 2 more into coming down there. But honestly, they've just got their hands full.
Right.
They really do.
How many people make a living in Gilmer County from growing apples? Do you know how many growers exactly we have?
Not right off the top of my
I
head.
can name
I
about
can name
6 of them.
If I go up and down,
and I'm afraid I'll miss some.
I know.
but
If I go up
yeah.
and down 52, and then, you know, we've got Panorama and Penland's out on 515.
Right.
And Mercier's in
Fannin.
And But
Little Red Apple House, R&A Orchards, Hillcrest Orchards, BJ Reese. Who else?
Well, I was going to say, well, the ones that participate with the Apple Festival is R&A Orchards participates with us. BJ Reese participates with us, and Hayden Pritchett. He participates with us.
Right, Little Red Apple House. Yay,
yeah,
yay.
yeah.
Well, we want to encourage people to come and spend some time in Gilmer County, get to know it. I'm afraid once they come here, they'll want to purchase a house, and I'm really not afraid of that because there are a lot of good houses for sale here.
Oh, yeah.
But we have grown because people did come and visit the Apple Festival and absolutely loved it.
Absolutely.
So it's a great opportunity for realtors. Are realtors there with booths giving out some cards and talking to folks?
We do have a few, and we do have a few, and we also have a few of the log home builders that are there as well to kind of promote their business. And then we have a couple of sponsors this year that have booths there as well. It's sort of like a community service type thing. But most of the booths are arts and crafts type booths.
Right. But we want to welcome you to come and get to know Gilmer County. Please come to the Apple Festival. It begins this weekend. We will do the parade. Is it the 16th? I believe the parade is on the 16th. That will be downtown. While you're at the Apple Festival, check out downtown LJ. There's not a prettier place in North Georgia. And you can park downtown and walk for blocks and see everything you need to see. Spend some time.
Right.
You could spend 2 days and do the Apple Festival one day and downtown one day.
Exactly.
So it's a great opportunity. Please come and spend some time with us here in LJ. We're going to take a break right now. Thank you for being here today. Did we cover everything we need to?
I think we did.
I think we got it. We're going to take a break, and we're going to go to one of my favorite spots ever, Hominy Valley, North Carolina. If you like bluegrass music and you like gospel music, put it together, and nobody any better than the Primitive Quartet. Let's go. Let's take a trip. Let's pretend we're in Hominy Valley. Cool, crisp morning. Everything is beautiful, and somebody's going to be playing a mandolin. If you can tell me the gentleman's name who plays the mandolin with the Primitive Quartet, you will win a copy of We'll Have a Good Time, produced by me, featuring the Barker Brothers, the Diplomats, Angel Spirit, and Archie Watkins and Leah Sinyard. Call us if you can tell us who is the gentleman who plays the mandolin with the Primitive Quartet. Let's go now and listen to a little bluegrass music.
If he needs me in his harvest, helping gather in the sheaves, I will gladly labor on below. If on earth my work is finished and it's time for me to leave, when he calls me, I'll be glad to go. When he calls me, I will answer, here am I. I am ready if he wants me to die. There's a mansion now awaiting me on high, going there by and by and by. I have made my preparation from the world of separation. I am walking on God's highway. Calls up, I'll fly away. When he calls me, I will answer, here am I. I am ready if he wants me to die. There's a mansion now awaiting me on high, going there by and by and by. I have made my preparation from a world of separation. I am walking on God's highway. When he calls, I'll fly away. Amen.
Oh, it is a privilege. It's a privilege to be in Ashland, Kentucky with some of my heroes. We love you, man. Honored to be here. Promise you we'll do our best to exalt our precious Lord and Savior. So honored to be able to stand, try to brag on his name. Pray that he'll touch us. If he will, it'll be sweet. If he don't, it won't be much. But I pray that he'll use us as that little instrument in his hand. Glad I made preparations. Glad I got a home on Mount Zion, folks. Listen. Amen.
While traveling here, a pilgrim and stranger I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home to heaven above. To heaven above. A title I have. A title I have. Two mansions in glory. Two mansions in glory. Through Jesus who came. Through Jesus who came and saved me by love. And saved me by love. And I have a new home. I have a new home on top of Mount Zion. On top of Mount Zion. A beautiful place. A beautiful place. Of mansions so fair. And soon Jesus will call. Soon Jesus will call. And I shall be going. And I shall be going. Oh, meet me to sing. Oh, meet me to sing. His praises up there. His praises up there. What's a real place? The Savior so true. The Savior so true is keeping me daily. Is keeping me daily and guiding my steps. And guiding my steps as onward I go. As onward I go. And He'll take me someday. He'll take me someday to live on Mount Zion. To live on Mount Zion. Oh, bless His dear name. Oh, bless His dear name. I'm ready, I know. I'm ready, I know. And I have a new home. I have a new home on top of Mount Zion. On top of Mount Zion. A beautiful place. A beautiful place. Of mansions so fair. And soon Jesus will call. Soon Jesus will call. And I shall be going. And I shall be going. Oh, meet me to sing. Oh, meet me to sing. His praises up there. His praises up there. Oh, meet me to sing. Oh, meet me to sing. His praises up there. His praises up there.
Oh, bless his name.
Don't know how people make it without him. Don't know how people make him without our home church.
Shorty, me, it looks like we've opened a restaurant here. Freddie Brackett, can you smell that apple pie?
I smell it.
Are we going to be eating some of that apple
You know,
pie?
I said don't make it a rule to talk about
that's
food.
food. Oh, that's food.
So if y'all hear strange noises out there, it's my stomach growling.
He's starving to death now. Jennifer, did you bring us some fudge?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Good, then you get to stay. We'll keep you here. We want to talk about a couple of apple houses we left out, and we will do that in just a minute. But I have something we need to get you involved. The Gilmer County Sheriff's Office has, we have an incident report. This is a young lady is missing. Her name is Ashley Renee Stanley. She is 23 years old, white female, 140 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. She was last seen walking on Highway 52 East, and she has on blue jeans and a white hoodie. It is very important this young lady be found. We don't know that there's been any harm or any foul play, but she is missing, and her family is looking for her. So please, if you could, if you see her, if you know her, if you could get her to call home, or if you saw anything that didn't look right surrounding this young lady, please call the Gilmer County Sheriff's Department. Now, there you go. Again, her name is Ashley Renee Stanley, and she is 23 years old, white female, 140 pounds, blonde hair, and blue eyes. So her family misses her desperately, and hopefully you can help us find her. Okay, y'all. Freddie, open a bag of apples. We're going to make an apple sandwich.
Let me get some of your junk
Get
out
some
of
of my
the way.
junk out of my way. Let me tell you, we forgot a couple of names. I knew not to name
I
call
knew I
because
would
I knew
too.
I would forget somebody.
And one of them I work with at the bank. and
Okay, tell me who we forgot on the apple growers. Who did we forget?
Aaron's,
Aaron's
McAaron.
Okay, who else?
Sellers.
And Sellers. See, I would have forgotten those, but I'll tell you, how many apple growers, Jennifer, do you think, how many people actually make a living in this community growing apples?
Everybody that's in the apple business.
Do you think there are more than 500? When you count pickers and growers and everything?
yes.
Yes, okay.
Definitely.
And with y'all, it's a, what now?
Well, I was just thinking, now Jennifer, you said this was, what kind?
Cameo.
Cameo.
Cameo,
Cameo,
and Golden Delicious.
huge.
So
Y'all,
which makes the best sandwich?
well, I don't know, we're gonna let you taste it. This is a what now?
Golden Delicious.
A Golden Delicious. Okay, we're gonna try Golden Delicious. And I'm gonna peel it. Mama didn't peel it because Mama said that the skin was better for you. Because does it have vitamins in it, Jennifer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna peel it because I think on a sandwich you need to peel it. But Mama didn't, and last night, I will tell you, I had a Honey Crisp apple for supper. It was to die for. Now tell me when you can buy Honey Crisp because I'm learning about this.
The Honey Crisps are gone.
When do they come in?
August.
August, okay. What's coming in right now? You brought us 2 kinds? 3 kinds?
We've got Cameo and Golden Delicious.
Okay. Cameo is for what?
Eating or picking.
Okay,
It's a sweet apple.
okay.
And we
This
also
one,
have
this has great texture. This apple has the best texture.
Looks like it might be a little juicy too.
Ooh, it's juicy. It's getting all over my fingers. Okay, we're gonna put Mr. Apple Capital on the spot. There you go. There's breakfast.
Breakfast.
I did. I dropped it in my lap. Ooh, and I'm using my best china today, y'all. Now, Jennifer, have you ever made your children an apple sandwich?
no.
Okay, well, I'm going to
Want
teach you
one?
something.
I want a bite.
Mama
He's gonna
did this.
need some water. He's gonna be eating peanut butter. He's gonna be
Am I supposed to try this?
Yes, you are supposed to try that. Try it. You like peanut butter. You
I
like
love it.
apples. I would like it better on brown bread because I'm a brown bread kind of girl. Is it good?
Very good.
Yeah. And it's a good, you can actually do this on Weight Watchers. It has the protein. Use 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. I've used 2, obviously.
Jennifer, are you gonna try?
You're going to try it. Yeah, you got to try it. You're the apple queen.
You may want to bring 2 waters.
Yeah, can we get a couple of waters over here? But this is a juicy apple, and if you slice it thin, you get your peanut butter going on, you get your apple going on, and somebody told me an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Have you ever heard that? An apple a
Once or
day keeps the
twice.
doctor away. Now, do you think your children will eat this?
Yes, they will.
I think they
love
will.
apples.
Yeah.
They love peanut butter.
Uh-huh. So here you go.
It's
All
good.
right. All right, there you go. Now, bracket, you gonna try it.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, we're going to get y'all the water to go with it. Now, I brought some of Hans Honey Buzz
Thank you.
to put on it because this has a lot of different spices in it, and Hans recommends it on different things, including just on fruit. So, if you do Honey Buzz, do you sell his stuff? No? Okay. I have used it on pork, I've used it on chicken, but I've also used it on apple products. And it has a little bit of honey, a little bit of different spices on it, and it gives it a little tiny kick. So there you go, there's a new thing. But this apple is just a yellow delicious, and it is good and juicy, so it made a good sandwich, and you've got 2 pieces of bread. Let's see what the calorie content of this sandwich might be. Calorie content would be the 2 pieces of bread, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and is there no calorie content for apples? Because I know on Weight Watchers it's a freebie, isn't it?
It's probably 80 calories.
80 calories for a whole apple. So there you go. Okay, are you going to taste your sandwich?
Yeah, I'm gonna taste it. Yeah, but see, I've got some use for this.
What you going to do with it? Okay, I want to see you tasting your sandwich. Because he went, yuck. If you like peanut butter and you like apples, you have to like it. Okay. Look at him. Oh, gosh. Do you like that?
I like
I
it.
love apples, and I love peanut butter.
Just not together.
I like bread. I like sandwiches.
Just not all together.
Give it to me separately.
That is funny. Okay.
That's kind of,
So you like it separate?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I do like peanut butter on bananas. I don't know. I've never had it as a sandwich, but I mean, I could see, you know, if you was hungry and like you said.
Well,
didn't
Mama
have-
made them all the time because we didn't have dessert, and so this is what she made. You know, it was an apple sandwich, and I thought about it this morning, and I thought, I haven't had an apple sandwich in 30 years. So I thought I'm going to do
What we
this.
really need out here is a bottle of salt and have an apple and
Have
be
an
done
apple,
with it.
that's right. Okay, Jennifer, your favorite eating apple is what?
I like the Golden Delicious.
This is good.
And,
This is really good.
and I
Now,
like
how
the,
long will these be coming in?
we'll have them, we're open year round, so we'll probably have the Goldens through February.
Oh, wow. It's crispy, and that's my favorite thing. Don't like soft apples. Now, when did these come in? How fresh are these?
They're picking every day.
Every day. Okay, this one, and I accused you of doing something mean. I never saw an apple that big come out of Gilmer County. That thing is huge. I said, did you go to Washington State and have that apple shipped in? Is that a normal apple?
Yes.
That thing is huge. Now, how old are the trees that are producing these apples?
They're about 5 years old.
Okay. And how many generations has your family been producing apples?
We've got 3 generations.
And then you have another generation coming on.
Yes.
Will these children do this and enjoy it, you think?
I don't know.
They grew up in the apple house.
Yes, and they work there. You know, Amanda works there every day with us on
Right.
the weekend, and
It's a lot of hard work.
It
Yes,
is a
it
lot of
is.
hard
It's
work.
a lot of hard
Yeah.
work.
Now, how many days a year are you open?
we're open every day.
Except
We close
Christmas?
Christmas and we close Easter.
Okay.
Gosh, you never take a vacation.
When you told me you were open on Thanksgiving, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, we've always been open on
Open
Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving.
Are y'all busy
Yeah.
that day?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is incredible. What a commitment. What a commitment. Now, for folks who don't know how to get there, I always tell them you go out 52 and go, is it about 4.5 miles?
Yes.
On the left.
Yes.
Now, let's name all the other apple growers and make sure we don't leave anybody else out. I know on 52, tell me who's out that way with you.
Now, BJ Reese, that's my dad, and my brother runs it, John and Rachel.
And they did something great last Thursday. They raised
Yes.
some money for a young lady who's battling cancer. Okay.
And then Hillcrest and Mac Aaron and Aaron's Apple House, Sellers, Red Apple Barn,
Panorama.
Panorama, Penlands, yes.
Merciers in Fannin County.
Is Merciers the only one in Fannin County, or are there a
Yes.
couple? Okay. Now, what about, you said you grew up in this business. Did you have a choice to be in the apple business? Could you have said, oh, look, Daddy, I'm so tired of this. I'm just so done with looking at apples. Did you ever want to do anything else?
Well, I really enjoyed it, and I still do. So,
You get to meet a lot of people every day, don't
yes.
you? Now, I've been in your kitchen, and let's talk about these recipes, because I've been in that kitchen, and I've seen how many fried pies you make, and I've seen how many apple fritters you make, and I've seen chicken and dumplings you make. Tell us about these pies you brought us.
We've got a crumb top apple pie, and we've got the regular apple pie. But
Okay.
we've got more than this varieties at the Apple House. I just brought these 2 varieties.
And what about the fudge? Freddie, can you reach that fudge?
We've got-
I'm interested in the fudge.
It's apple pie fudge.
Never
and it's,
heard of apple pie fudge, but I'm going to tell you something. We're going to taste it right here.
And it's
If I
made
get
with dried apples that
Uh-huh.
we do at the Apple House, and made with cider.
And y'all actually make your own fudge. I've seen it there.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Does it smell appley or fudgy or what?
Do you use real butter?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
we do.
You want to taste this?
I do.
He looked at me and said, are you crazy? Yeah, I want to taste it. Oh, me. Apple? I would never have thought of that. Who came up with this recipe?
We started making it last year, so,
That is delicious.
That is good.
and we make several different varieties.
I would never
So
have thought of
unique.
that.
Apple fudge.
Never thought of that.
That's
apple
what-
pie fudge.
Apple pie
Apple pie
fudge.
fudge.
Go get
Go get apple pie fudge.
That is good.
Now, this little block
It's delicious.
was $2.30, but a tiny, tiny bit is all you need because it's very, very sweet.
Yes.
It's very buttery. It has a lot of butter in it. That is awesome. That is to die for. Now, we're going to give away some apples. Let's do some trivia. If you can call us and name 3 apple growers. Y'all, we've given you the answers 4 times. I mean, I don't know how much simpler you can get. Call us at 866-939-2329, and you can come to the studio and pick up a bag of apples Or you could go to R&A Orchards and pick up a bag of apples. We'll do it either way. We'll make it easy for you. We'll entice you to go in R&A.
Well, they need to go to R&A Orchards to pick up their bag of apples so they can also pick up apple pie fudge.
You got it. You
And
got
also we serve lunch. If anybody,
You do
Yes.
lunch, you do sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken and dumplings.
yes.
In the winter, do y'all ever do Brunswick stew or anything like that?
Yes, we start a different menu starting November 1st, and we'll have the chili, homemade chili, and chicken pot pie, homemade chicken pot pie.
And I've been in their kitchen, and it is a great commercial kitchen. You do a really good job. How many fried pies a day do y'all make?
Oh,
Hundreds.
yes.
Hundreds.
Yes.
Hundreds.
They just keep frying all day. They don't stop.
Now, we also made a strawberry cobbler there. You have seasonal things, strawberries, blueberries, along with the apples.
Yes.
What else comes in? Do you do pumpkins? Will you have some pumpkins later?
No, we don't grow the pumpkins,
Okay.
but we grow everything else. But that's one thing we don't grow.
Now, you have fresh corn, okra, cabbage, sweet potatoes. What other things are available right now in the produce market?
Now the corn, we don't have corn anymore.
Okay. It's gone?
Yes. We've got tomatoes, the green tomatoes, and we've got onions and
Fried green tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Fried green tomatoes. Who told us they had a fried green tomato sandwich the other day?
I don't remember, but somebody did.
But it was a fried green tomato sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and bacon on it. And I thought, who would have ever thought of that? And she said it was to die for. Somebody went to
Charlene?
Juliet. Yeah, I believe that's right. A fried green tomato sandwich. So you still have green tomatoes.
yes.
Awesome, awesome. Now to get there, what now?
I'm sorry. Was Brenda Harris the winner?
I
Is
think
this the
that's
Brenda
what I
Harris from
heard. That
Aiken
helped
Funeral
you and
Home?
gave you tools. Did y'all hear the story about the new motorhome? And its first trip out, and it had to have a little repair because we made a little dip in the road.
But it wasn't we fault.
But we're all sitting in the motorhome and we hear this big clang, and I said, "Whoops! Guess what? We got a problem, Houston."
But what did I tell you when we first got that motor?
That that thing was useless and it would be a problem. Were you right?
That it would, I'd have it drugged off.
He did, first trip out.
But
And we
anyway, good
learned-
morning to you, Brenda Harris.
Thank you, Brenda, for helping us and bringing us tools. Thank you. Because she walked outside and said, "You got something hanging there, you're dragging." We said, "Yeah, we know." But we hope that this weekend will be successful for y'all. We hope that people will come here and come back. You know, that's the whole thing. You entice them with the apples. You entice them with the beautiful fall weather, and then you hope that they'll come back and spend some money and spend some time in this area.
Yes.
Are you a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
Yes.
Okay, that's a big, important thing.
Yes.
Because people need to know that you are growing apples year-round, you are selling products year-round, and your bakery is open. Now, what's in that third box down there? We've seen two of these bad boys.
This is the regular apple pies.
Two regular apple
and
pies.
this is the
Okay,
cream
let's
top.
give away an apple pie. We're going to keep one for the studio. Nearly everybody in here is on a diet, y'all, and they are not going to eat this stuff, although I encourage them to. Although somebody just came in my ear and said, "Forget to diet, we're going to eat this pie." So we're going to keep one of the pies, but we're going to give away two of the pies. And we're going to suggest that you go to R&A Orchards to pick them up, because that will give you a trip, it will give you a little day trip, and it will encourage you to get out and know many of the local growers. Now, how far down the road is your brother from you?
About 5 miles.
Okay. Do they also have a bakery or anything, or do they just do apples?
They have a bakery also.
They do too. Okay, so many of the apple growers do other things. I know Hillcrest is famous for, is it donuts? They do apple donuts, I believe. Yeah.
And if you're from Ball Ground or Turtle Town and you're scratching your head thinking, "Boy, I would like to have an apple or a apple pie fudge from R&A," go. They're open.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I
it's not
thought
a long trip,
I
yeah.
thought that the apple houses closed in the winter months. I really
And
do.
also, if you want to bring the kids and pick apples Saturday and Sunday, that's a
Is
big
that every
thing.
Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, through
Okay.
October. So that's a fun, unique thing to do.
And
so.
you can sample apples there. That's one of the other
Yes.
things you offer. You have apple samplings. Now let's talk about, you also do a muscadine, it's like a frosted frozen drink.
Slushy.
A slushy. Okay, you do that with apples, with muscadines, and what else?
We have strawberry and scuppernong. and peach.
Oh, wow. Wow. So come by and sample that and go out and spend some time getting to know the people who truly make a living on the soil in Gilmer County. It's amazing. Now, this year there was no bad frost. There was no, was the weather good? Was it
Yes,
perfect growing conditions?
We were very fortunate.
You can tell. Y'all, look at these apples. Now, we're going to give away a huge bag of apples. If you can tell me, this is real easy. God, this is real easy. What's Jennifer's maiden name? Call us at 866-939-2329 if you can tell me what is Jennifer's maiden name. I think that's real simple. There you go. Now,
Smell my
did you
finger.
finish your sandwich?
I finished it, yeah.
He did.
Trying to get my stomach from stop growling.
Now, we want to get a close-up of this apple pie, and we're going to give away 2 apple pies, and we do suggest you go to RNA to pick them up, because these will not ship by our little common carrier guy who runs around hauling stuff for us. But these apple pies will be available to you at RNA Orchards. If you can call and tell me, where are Freddie Brackett and I going to be on Friday? And we've talked about it all week long, and we're going to be interviewing a wonderful man. Hang on to that one. That one's a goner. And we are going to keep one to give to the studio to eat. Uh-oh. And then this one, can
Keep
we
your
get
little
that?
plundering fingers on.
He's accusing me of plundering again, y'all.
I better get this right now
We've
away
got
from you.
We've got one more apple pie we're going to give away. If you can tell me, oops, uh-oh. Okay, there you go. What happens here on October 16th in downtown Ellijay? We've talked about it, and Rich, Scott, and I are going to be involved in it, and hopefully the rest of my crew will be involved in it too. It will happen in downtown Ellijay, and we encourage you to go visit downtown Ellijay, spend some time, spend some money, and get to know the wonderful people who are shopkeepers in this area. We're going to take these pies back to RNA for y'all to pick up, because
Boy, don't
that's
they
the
smell
easiest
good.
way. Yes, they smell good. Only thing that'd be any better than this would be a little bit of Mayfield ice cream on top
Well,
of
we
it.
have that too out
Yes,
there.
we do. Yes, we do. We encourage you, when you order a piece of apple pie, say, could you heat that up a little bit, and could you put me a scoop of Mayfield ice cream on
We
it?
sure will.
We want to welcome people to Gilmer County, and the Apple Festival is the perfect way to do that. For $5, they can come and spend the day. They can go to the apple houses and get to know folks. Now, at the Apple Festival, will you actually be giving away apples? Do people get a sample, or do they have to purchase everything?
Do y'all let them sample?
Do some of the
down at
growers?
Some of them do, but primarily they are so busy bagging them and
Karen Stewart
selling
got
them.
a pie, and
yeah.
Karen, this is a great birthday present for you. Get in your car, take your mama, and go out to RNA Orchards and pick your pie up. Have you got a pen you can write her name on that pie?
Oh, here we go plundering.
We'll find a We're going to plunder.
Okay.
Have y'all ever heard the word plundering so much in your life until today? He accused me of plundering. We've got one more pie we're going to give away. If you can call us at 866-939-2329, tell me, what are Rich, Scott, and I going to be doing the 16th in downtown Ellijay? It's all about apples. It's all about this community. It's all about giving back. Many of the growers will be giving their time to be at the event and to help you learn a little bit more about growing apples. And if you have questions about what's a good cooking apple, what's a good eating apple, go out and talk to Jennifer. She can help you with that. I didn't know the difference for a long time, and I bought the wrong apples to make applesauce one time. And you know what I made? Apple mush, because it was pure mush. So you learn the hard way, and you can answer any of the questions people
Yes,
have.
we've got a real good recipe for making apple butter and applesauce in a crock pot, and it's very easy.
Wow, wow. And
very
that's something you
good.
can teach anybody. Now, where is Andy today?
He is in the orchard working.
There he is.
Picking
There he
apples.
is. And where is Jacob today?
He's with Lynn
Okay.
Harrington, so
And where are the girls?
they're at school.
Okay, all right.
So
And the girls do show up after school, and they do help at the orchard, don't they?
Yes.
They always have. Can we say good morning to them? Can we tell their names and say good morning to them?
Amanda, Jessica, Anna, and Jacob.
That's right. Happy day to all of y'all, and keep working hard and helping Mom and Dad. You're very fortunate to be able to do what you do. Your children grew up around a great business and a great family. And if you don't know the folks at RNA Orchard, go out there, spend a little bit of time with them and get to know them. And we encourage them now. Again, 9 a.m. is the opening.
9 a.m. both days, and Saturday 9 to 6, and Sundays 9 to 5.
Will there be an opening festivity of any kind?
We do have
Do
the
you do
live
ribbon cutting or
entertainment.
anything like that?
We don't.
Okay.
We don't.
But live entertainment
Live-
starts at what time?
It starts at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And there's cakewalks throughout the day with the entertainment as well.
Okay. I bet there might be an apple cake involved in that. I
Oh,
don't
I'm sure.
see one of Ann Futch's famous apple cakes.
We've got them at the Apple House.
We have them at the Apple House, so come out to
I
Arnett
couldn't bring
Orchards.
everything, but I brought a few things.
We also have some more bags of apples we're going to give away. If you can call us at 866-939-2329 and tell me, who is the lady who produced the Miners Memories? We've talked about her a lot. We have talked about her so much. She also did the original music to that. And if you pay attention to our credits today, you'll know, because she does a great job with the music. But she also is very proud of something, and we are very proud of it, ETC, the Miners Memories from Rock to Metal. Call us at 866-939-2329 if you know the young lady's name who is very responsible for telling you a little bit about the north area that we serve, the Copper Basin, and what the mines meant to so many families. Call us at 866-939-2329 and you'll win a bag of apples. Now, what else we got to give away? Are you still eating?
You're not giving this away.
He's eating all the fudge.
Yeah, I mean, all the, those little chunks of apples that are in it just makes it so good. Anybody out there that don't go get some of this Arnett Orchard, what's wrong with you? This is good.
I knew it would be.
Bree, I'll give you some.
Who won? Okay, we've got them. Carol Fain. Carol Fain New. And we have a winner on that. Jennifer Danner is the producer, director extraordinaire of Miners Memories. And Billy Wayne Chastain is also responsible for that. It will re-air again this Saturday, isn't it? Did you look at it in the credits? Now, there's another lady who's responsible.
It did last Saturday.
It did. I think it's going to re-air this week. There's another lady here at ETC we're going to use for another question for a bag of apples. If you can tell me who produces the specials we do. She used to be one name, and now she's a different name. She's a beautiful blonde. And I tell you all the time, she's got this eerie special coming up, and it's about ghosts and goblins. And I don't like the dark, so you know I don't like ghosts and goblins. But she has produced a special that will air on Halloween. So call us at 866-939-2329, and you too will win a bag of apples. So there you go. Jennifer, thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for having us.
I love it, and I love the idea that we are welcoming the whole world to Gilmer
Yes.
County this weekend. I think it's a great opportunity for us to let people learn a little bit about the communities that we serve and we love. And y'all, once again, if you know anything about this young lady that's missing, please, let me see if I can find it. Hang on, hold on. Okay, please contact the Gilmer County Sheriff's Department. Her name is Ashley Renee Stanley. She is 23 years old, white female, 140 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, and she is missing. Highway 52 East was the last time she was seen, in a pair of blue jeans and a white hoodie. So please contact her family if you know anything about her or possibly have seen anything that may have, I don't know, they don't know what's happened, whether she's just wandered off, whether she's lost. Cold nights, but please help the family. Please help the family find them. And we have a winner now. Who is it now? Judy Stewart knew the answer to that, and it is Hannah Baker Towns. And Hannah Baker Towns will be working with us, I think, Thursday and Friday this week. Mr. Brackett will be back on Friday. Charlene is taking care of business. That's what we have to do. We have to take care of business. Y'all know when I walk off this set, I'm immediately in trucking mode. We all have other jobs, and it means that we get to hang out with y'all every morning. And this is the fun part of our life. We have so much fun coming into your homes. Thank you for welcoming us into your home, and thank you for stopping to talk to us, because people stop and talk to us all the time. And thank you to the folks who stopped me down in Jasper and Beals and said, have Freddie Brackett on more often. He's here. Charlene had things to do. He's here. So you guys at Beals, you got your wish. Freddie's back on the set. I think y'all like it because he gets me quite often. And if you didn't watch last week's show on Wednesday, you need to DVR that bad boy. You should have seen it again. It was hysterical. He was funny. He got me several times. And you know, I let you get by with it, didn't I? I did.
You don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice. He's right. He had me absolutely blown away because I went, and you got me. We hope that you will get it here, and we hope you will be with us every Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 10 a.m., from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And also, don't touch your dial because my buddy Rich Scott will be coming on. He will be with us in the parade here in LJ on the 16th, so please join with us in downtown LJ. Get to know a little bit about this wonderful community we serve. From North Georgia now today, I'm Sherry.
And I'm Brady Brackett.
That's right, that's
And-
Brady Brackett from Bottle Ground.
Go to RNA Orchard. Apple
Fudge.
Apple
Apple
pie fudge. Apple pie fudge.
There
Apple
you
pie
go.
fudge.
You be here and we'll be here too, only on ETC3.
Steady as a preacher, free as a weed. Couldn't wait to get going, but wasn't quite ready to leave. So when I see